Hello, this is going to be a soft spoken video. I'm going to explain why I haven't uploaded in the last couple months, do a little life update, and go over some things that are happening with me. I've been really excited to get back into making videos. There's been some major life changes over the last couple months. Well, the first thing, I started a new job and I work with kids, young kids, like definitely under the age of 5. That's been a big change, and it's been hard to find time within the new start of the job and such to find time to film. And then me and my husband found out that we were pregnant again, so we were really excited about that. I did film video I think about a little over a month ago, and I was talking about how excited I was over all of this, and I never got around to editing it in time. And me and my husband had an OB appointment, and we found out that we lost the baby, and that's been pretty rough. It's been definitely an emotional period for us. I was around 8 weeks pregnant. So yeah, we did make a little memorial for our baby. I think I'll add a picture of it. My first thought was to do a box, like a nice embroidered, fancy looking box, but the more I thought about it, the less appealing that idea became to me. I didn't like the idea of putting everything from the pregnancy, like the test or the pictures that we had, our previous ultrasound pictures, because we had a couple of ultrasounds before with the heartbeat. And sorry, that's my dog. I didn't want to put the test and the ultrasound pictures, and since I'm in Germany, I get something called a mother book, so I didn't want to put that in a box, and it ended up in like a dark closet or a dust-filled shelf, forgotten. So instead we decided to go with the shadow box. We decided to do that so that we could put everything in a display for a memorial. That way it wasn't like closed off. So that happened, and then a couple days after we found out, our second anniversary came around, second year of marriage, and we went to the Cologne Cathedral, which was, it was beautiful. I do have some videos and some other things about our trip to the Cologne Cathedral, but I didn't realize the whole time that I was filming those, I was holding the phone vertical, because like whenever you're walking and you're just tap it and you just hold it, I was holding the phone vertical rather than horizontal, because in horizontal, when you upload it to YouTube, it can fit your full screen, and when I watch videos, I like to turn my phone horizontal so that the whole video covers my whole screen, and that's what I like to watch. But when I found out that I filmed all of these videos vertically, I was just like, I debate on whether if I should edit it down and take the time to put everything together and upload it, which I might end up doing anyways. I already have the videos, but full warning for the Cologne Cathedral in Germany, all the videos that I filmed are vertical because I never realized that I was holding it that way. It was so awesome. And we found this little restaurant there. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. It was like some of the best Italian food ever. Amazing. And we stayed in this beautiful hotel, and it's only a 2-hour drive from my house, but we finally made the trip over there. And then my father-in-law came and stayed with us for 2 weeks. Yeah, I think it was about 2 weeks. Our father-in-law came and stayed with us at our house. It was really nice to have him around, because over here in Germany, none of our family is over here. So it can get pretty lonely over here sometimes, because all my family is back in Mississippi, and his family lives in Kentucky. So it was nice to have someone that we know over in Germany with us, which in December we should be PCSing back to the States in December. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to mention. I don't know if I mentioned it anywhere, but my husband is in the Army, and we didn't know each other before we came here to Germany. I came over here a single soldier. I PCS from Korea. Korea was my first duty station. I was active duty in the Army, and I PCS'd from Korea over here to Germany, and I met my husband whenever we got together. It wasn't too long after that I found out I was pregnant, and then we ended up getting married, very soon right after that, and we've been together ever since. And whenever I gave birth to my son, I chaptered out of the Army, but I have an honorable discharge, and that's all that matters. Also, I wanted to say, I got off topic, but whenever we found out that we lost the baby, since I work with kids, I didn't feel like I could go back to work and take care of other people's kids like how they needed to be. So I told my boss, I was like, I think I'm gonna, I need to hand in my resignation, because I couldn't even be at work without crying. I didn't want the kids to see me cry and all that. So, but man, my boss was so nice about it, and she was like, well, I understand that it's so hard, and I'm so sorry, and she gave me 2 weeks to think about it, and I called her back recently. I just started going back to work, and I was like, okay, I think I'm ready, we'll go back to work, because for a while there, I couldn't even talk about it or think about it without, crying, obviously. But yeah, that's why I had to take a break. There was a lot going on, and I'm sorry that I haven't been making a bunch of videos and all of that. Just wanted to reassure everyone and let everyone know that I'm alright, and I'll be making some more ASMR videos definitely soon. But I hope that you enjoyed my little ramble about my life. I hope that y'all have a good night, or evening, or morning, whatever time you're watching this. And thank you for your support. Bye.